So where I live, yesterday there was a tornado in the area, and my daughter, 5 years of age, she started to fret. Really was getting paranoid about the tornado. Knew that disaster was coming. Knew that this is something that people are powerless to stop. And she asked me multiple times, pray. I pray, my wife prays. But she asked me, other kids in the house, but she know that, they don't pray. I pray. She knows that this is a man, a spiritual warrior right here. I thought, wow. My daughter asked me to pray. And she don't ask me to pray like that. She never asked me to pray. She's always in her doing her thing, playing, being goofy. Never mentions God. Never mentions the Bible. Let's go to church here and there. She does go to church, but she never asked me to pray. Never mentioned God. But when chaos comes, it's like adults. When chaos comes, then adults want to remember God. And we gonna do something that us humans with our intellect and our technological advances, man, we just can't stop this, man. What else can we do, man? We're turning to God now. But it's sad that we don't turn to God from the very beginning. When you're about to go through that divorce, now you're turning to God? When if you would have kept God at the center, focused on his principles, it would have been more likely y'all would have never went through all that stress and drama and going through divorce. Far less likely if you hadn't God in the center. If you would have been a better parent, trained your kids in the right way, but not been nonchalant and just whatever, and and not, if you would have been an example in the Lord yourself. I'm not saying your kids are not gonna go do just crazy things, but less likely. If you would have got healed, if you would have got hope, if you would have set the right example. Come on. Some of you lost your job. Some of you got problems in your job. Maybe you lost your job because of your mouth. You're smoking weed. You got high. You got drunk, and you keep coming late for work. Some sexual immorality got you fired. I know plenty people that has happened. Why? They lacked self-discipline. They weren't studying the Bible verse about be sober-minded, flee sexual immorality. Let only wholesome words come out your mouth, edifying words. But no. Now they lost their job. Now that they're going through issues financially. Now that, please pray for me, man. I lost my job, man. Please pray for me, man. But you weren't seeking God before the job loss, though. You were asking God to keep you in check, keep you in alignment, keep you mentally, emotionally well, keep you free from this addiction so that it doesn't mess up your cash flow. You smoking. Now you got cancer now. Weed, cancer now. Hard to breathe, asthma, bronchitis. Now you want to pray? When the Bible says your body is a temple, don't defile your body. You know all that stuff before, and now you got a bad health diagnosis, and now you want to say, pray for me. Now you remember God. Doing your thing with different men, with different women. Back to the divorce thing. Now you want to remember God. Oh man, I want to do it. Watching porn. Oh my gosh. Now you remember God when your kids don't respect you now, because of your toxic ways, harsh communication. Someone's Bible verse about healthy communication. Come on. Set a guard over my tongue, Lord. You weren't praying that every day. Set a guard over my tongue. Yet, when things get crazy, chaotic, because of your mouth, now you want to say, pray for me. When you weren't studying communication, healthy communication. Wow. I really admire people that keep their faith in God despite our hardships, despite issues, when in some real tough situations, hard. They don't fold. You know why they don't fold? Because prior to the hardship, they were studying. Prior to the hardship, they were locked in with God through the get-go. They didn't forget God when things was going well. So definitely ain't forgetting God when things are going real bad. And also got the maturity to understand that, wow, it's because I have a super faith in God doesn't mean that bad things are not gonna happen to me. But I'm gonna trust in God and live according to His ways anyway. I love what the Bible talks about Daniel and how, you know, King Darius, you know, he wrote a decree that he signed a decree that for 30 days, you know, if someone was caught praying to any man or any god except for him, that person would get thrown in the lion's den. And guess what? Daniel was still praying to God. He didn't get reluctant. He didn't hesitate. He just shrugged his shoulders. I'm still praying to my God. Come on. And you know, and this guy, and Daniel was high in the kingdom. And there, you know, the king didn't know that Daniel would still do this. He didn't know. He was still praying. Man, you got my high official in Lion's Den? Oh, man. But Daniel 6, verse 18 and 20 says, then the king went to his palace and passed the night fast. He was fasting all night long for this committed man of God. Neither were instruments of music brought before him. No one came and sang before him. He didn't get his usual entertainment. And his sleep went from him because he was depressed. He was sad that, dang, I signed this into law. And I was really thinking that, wow, yeah, my high official is a man of big faith. And he, of course, it will apply to him as well. Oh my God, he's still praying to God. Oh, even within his 30 days, he couldn't wait till after 30 days. But he's upset. And then the king rose very early in the morning and went in haste into the den of lions. And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living God, is thy God whom thou servest continually able to deliver thee from the lions? I love that verse. Is thou the God that you serve continually? In never-ending service to, oh, come on. He recognized him, man. Got him a high position in that kingdom. Oh, they saw his wisdom. They saw his faithfulness. They saw, wow, this man is intent. He's loyal to God. He's loyal to me as well. Wow. He does the right thing, gets things done. It's effective. His God gives him wisdom and tactfulness and prudence. He said, the living God who you service continually, able to deliver you. He recognized him. Can people say that about you? The God that you serve continually, even in the midst of pain, hardship, even in your lion's den, whatever that lion's den might be, are you still serving God continually? And guess what? Daniel was saved. Daniel's life was spared. God, oh man, brought him out of that situation. I pray people may say that about you, that you serve that one true God continually, and not just serve God when the money is right, when the money is awesome, when your relationships are amazing. When your mind is when your mind is always super clear. When the bills are paid, when the kids are good and stable and in school, not making dumb decisions, when the economy is great, when your president that you like is in office, that you will still serve God regardless of that. The God that you serve, the living God. The God they serve ain't dead God. He ain't no dead God. He's living, ever living. When we pass away, take a last breath. Oh, that God I serve is still living. I pray you will be like that person, that man, that woman. People say, is that Johnny, that Elizabeth, that Calvin, that Kevin, that Crystal, that Rebecca, still serving God continually. Come on, that Michael, that Ashley. Let's go, let's get it. God bless y'all. Love you.